This month we've got 30 seconds each side, working around the body. You're going to start with 10 rocks and then hold for the remainder of the 30 seconds. Depending on the speed of the rocks, will determine how long you're doing that isometric after. So you want to start out with a nice kind of short hollow, and from there going from the pelvis to the shoulder blades. So I do 10 of those and then I hold. To make that harder, you always straighten out the legs first. And then coming up onto the shoulder blades, and then you bring it up, and then holding that. And then beep it go, then you go to the side. So this one, using that hand at the top, this is the harder one out of them. And then ideally using some mats so you don't bruise your hips up on this one. So, you know, whatever you've got, it might be a couple of towels or whatever, just so it's a bit softer. Unless you like bruises. From here, you've got the face down one. The easier one, you bend the legs a bit, have them a little bit apart so it takes the pressure out and makes it a little bit easier on the lower back. And you can use the hands. And then from there, straightening out. With the isometric hold, always think of lengthening. Same with all of these. You don't want to arch too strong just in the lower back. You want to make sure it's through that whole chain. And you want to get that nice stability through it the whole way through. Keep that tongue position for the neck stability and keep that pelvic floor active. As with all the core movements, you want to be able to breathe while you're doing it. If you're doing a version where you really have to strain too hard, come back to an easier version where you can still get that nice kind of 10-second breath. So you do like 3 breaths per beep in this. So that way you're not holding, you're not forcing, not over breathing. That you've got a certain amount of control there to build that base level postural endurance. If you work too hard in all the core exercises, they end up becoming more like the pull-push legs workouts, and then you're not going to bring up that postural endurance at that deep level that's going to hold the body together, which is great for injury prevention and just feeling good in the body so it feels more stable. So do the work correctly and get it done.